And we should be live. Hey everybody, it's been like 3 hours since my previous stream. But I was just sitting here at home and I was like, I don't know. I felt kind of lonely. It's the wrong way to say it. I had like some work to do, but I didn't really want to do it. So I figured let's just crank up the stream again just so we can keep doing it. Give me like a second, because this was a very spur of the moment thing. I am going to make like a little announcement over in here in the this one go away. Live streams. Feeling lonely. Working. Can I just copy this shit? Hey, Gregory Farmer. Yep, it's a very last minute thing. I actually still need to fix the on-screen chat even. You are this early. Second stream. Yep, sock. Second stream indeed. Can I? Huh. Okay, it seems like the chat should work. Okay, chat works. Maybe you can answer my question. I've been working on one feature for my game for the last 2 days. Should I skip it and come back or lock it down? What's the feature? Is it the core of your game or is it kind of a stupid dumb thing? Thing that matters a lot as well. 2 days can be a long time to work on something, or it can be zero. Like, it can be almost nothing. You want to know the amazing, awesome shit we added? We now have sound effects. If you get your task correct. Magic. I don't know, we have some dumb stuff. I'm not 100% sure what exactly I'm even gonna do. I think William also mentioned some stuff in regards to the harbor that I should do. So maybe I'm gonna do that. We want to add shift. So now I can spawn ships again though. Trawler still seems to be clueless. Oh, its action is currently to water. Your Mahjong game is a point mini game. Hey Sub-Zero, how's it going? I have this bug. Let me see if I can reproduce. Hey Vermilion. I think you weren't here this morning. Let me turn on the AC again. It's pretty essential. Yeah, then you need to keep working on it. Unique character. In that regards, I think a week should be the longest you should work on something. But I wanted, if I go to upgrades here, yes, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I have to say about this visual bug. Button brackets. And the brackets names get offset. Okay. Emote. Okay. Otherwise, I think what I'm gonna crank on in the meantime is out of 2D mode. Oh, this is bootstrap scene. The buildings, because I added a bunch of PSX assets. I didn't pick up anything on the $2 sale. I mean, I also didn't really look, but honestly, we have a lot of stuff at this point. So I feel like less, like I know what exactly we need to or want to do. So we have our water here. We have the toxic waste storage, scrap metal, crude oil. I think what I'm going to do actually is stay the crude oil storage. Oh, please tell me I did this for everything. Yes, I have a constructed. So what we can do, go in here. I got 86 assets from the $2 sale. I'll probably never use. What kind of game are we making? We're making a fishing game where you have to destroy the ocean and deplete it of all life. It's very cozy. You run like an illegal fishing fleet, basically. Because I picked this up, PSX Mega. Like I had these, but I decided to put them into the game because I maybe some like good stuff in here. It seems like they do have colliders. The scaling seems to be a bit off. What if I just look up like debris? Yes. Rubble. The Steam page is not live yet, but I think it should be there moderately soon. Bro is 3v wife leaves for 5 seconds and he is unleashed. I guess they got an Ida Faber model. Yeah. The thing is, at this point we have so many models already. I don't really feel like we need much at this point. Pile trash. Do we change? Oh yeah, I need to actually. Does your mean stream 8 hours a day like 200? No, I don't know. Usually I only want to do in the mornings, and in the afternoon I kind of just want to hang out. But not like hang out, but like work by myself. But today I just was like not feeling it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stream something. So that at least I'm working on something. Because there's a bunch of stuff we should do, we can do. But it's not gonna be 8 hours. Hey, Rasvan, you're awake already, I guess, now. We're going to call this... What's the... Unoccupied. Let's say this. This comes in the middle. So the goal now is to make something that looks empty. So we need like some construction shit. I'm thinking a bunch of these like roadblocks. 6 AM. Yellow plague. I mean, we're working still not that fast, unfortunately. These are perfect. Probably want some of these. I just want it to look kind of like a construction zone. And I actually have, I think here, industrial pack. Yes. Metal pipes. I think we can scale this up to 2 even. Oh, this texture looks kind of bad in comparison. Hey, Endless Death. Yeah, like they have the concrete pipes that I feel like I may just want to use like this style, although it is a lot bigger. 0.5. I think this is still very big. 0.4. Then we just stretch them. And then go these together. Pipes. So what we can do, actually, if we go to scene view, okay. So we can see now how it looks because I worked in the prefab. We need to kind of put this shit in perspective. Okay, this is an entity. Assume this is at the back. It's so small. The rubble is kind of pointless. But oh well. So Dakota, shouldn't it be bedtime for you soon? Yeah, I was watching the Gonzalo part. Oh, I shouldn't say this while you're here, right? Sock House. Never mind. I was gonna talk about Tornity. I gotta start thinking about my next game. Is it gonna be an incremental game? You know the hype is over on that one. May as well pack things up. If you don't hit generational wealth with your next game, we're not gonna make it. Do we? Yeah, let's do it later. Or I just want to finish more. Yeah, because it's still 2 months, more than 2 months out as well. And my guess, it wasn't really talk smack. I just like I saw Gonzalo mention that like he reacted to it, and I was just surprised by like how I feel like he has just such an insane, unhealthy parasocial relationship with me. I don't know if there's like, most likely there are other viewers that are like the same level of like parasocial. I feel like he talks to his wife a lot about me. And I was just like surprised to see it. Like, it's been like weeks since we talked. So that was kind of my main like weird thing. It wasn't just like, oh, one passing mention. No, it was just like non-stop. I mean, chat in his defense, chat also does keep asking him about it, which probably isn't the best either. But yeah. We talking about T? Yeah. We're talking about T. Because I stopped watching his streams a few. So T reacted to Gonzalez's video on the live stream. That's why I watched it, because I wanted to see what like his take was. I for my own sanity, I've stopped watching the Big T streams. Because man, it's just not ideal. And then it just kept on going. Maybe we want to do like... Do we want to fence this off? I think we're always assuming when we take one assumption, at least, that I made was like always have two entrance sides, basically. I think he's gonna keep trying. I talked a bit more to Gonzalo yesterday. Don't think he's gonna give up anytime soon. Do we have like barrier? I don't really know what this kind of barrier is. It's not PSX at least, so we're not using that. Oh, probably you have some dumpsters or something. Yep. How long are you gonna stay in the Philippines? So did you have the big ass typhoon? Like, I guess for you it's been like 5 days ago or something. It came over Japan, I think yesterday, and then kind of like the day before. But I think it came from the Philippines. Not that I blame you for personally having caused the typhoon. At least it came from the Philippine Sea, so maybe there's some racial profiling by saying that the Philippines and the Philippine Sea are the same. This is kind of an odd spot. Ah, come on. Yeah, lots of rain. I mean, honestly, like the typhoon kind of just felt like I was in Belgium, to be honest. I was like, yeah, cool. There's some rain, I guess. This is what I've been having for the past like years. Excuse some like British joke about how it's always raining. Does this look... Nah. It kind of needs like a little mountain or something, I feel. But I don't know if we have anything like that. I think one thing we could do... Take these two. Move them over here. move it like this. I am moving everything at the same time. No. Oh, the shadow is doing some fucky stuff. I can actually delete these two technically since it's on a pile and I don't think you can see. I'll keep it. I think the fact that they are not finished actually does show. Let's see how this looks in game. Because of course I don't have the same filtering. Hi, Ikebus, Zaddy is back. How would you go about marketing if you don't want to go down the creating your own channel route? I don't think you ever need to create your own channel. Because like even for us, like our channel doesn't do a lot of marketing at the end of the day. Haters will say we do. You do the other stuff. You do Reddit ads. You do making a trailer, sending a trailer to other people. You can upload the trailer to your own channel, but that's about it. You don't need to do devlogs. I think devlogs in the tier list of marketing are actually very low. I think this actually looks pretty good. I think this needs like some big yellow like construction thing. I mean, we can try, right? Let's roll back here. Let's make this 2x2. How does this look? You can't really see much. Let's go with my phone. Also, putting stuff on itch.io helps with marketing. I think really you don't need to make your own channel, basically ever. Game camera. If you burn minimum zoom to 30. Okay. Oh, my terrain also changed. This used to be stochastic. I think the yellow thing definitely does make it look more like, oh, there's construction going on. Although you can't really see much else. Let's add like some tires. So the like whole timeline is like one, figure out your Steam page and trailer, get the Steam page live, push the trailer, do a press release. Then once that's done, get to working on making your game. If you have any festivals you can join with the Steam page, join it of course, but I wouldn't expect too much. We'll make the demo or like playtest, upload the playtest or demo to itch.io. If you have a good demo you feel, make a demo announcement trailer. Upload that one, send it out again, all of that. Join Steam Next Fest. Oh yeah, after you do the demo, 2 weeks before the demo goes live, send it to content creators. Keep the demo up, then join the Steam Next Fest, and then afterwards send the full game to content creators again. And I think that's the very rough rundown of how to do it. Why can I not put these? I need to... Oh? Yes. No. Go to stage 0. And then here, apply all, and open all of these into unoccupied. So then the idea is like they get swapped basically. And then the unoccupied, either William has to make this a standalone prefab completely, which could be an approach, or we just make every prefab have this and then he swaps. I guess that doesn't make as much sense though, because you do not know yet what you have. So let's just actually solve that. Great. No. So we're going to create empty, unoccupied, plot, and then these two get copied to here. This should be 0, 0, 0. And this should also be 0, 0, 0. Okay. And then this one actually goes here. Unoccupied plot. Perfect. And then the crude oil storage one gets deleted. And then we can put this just like here somewhere. And then he can figure out. Is it okay to publish the demo at the same time as making the page public? If you can, I would avoid it by like having a month in between. If you can't avoid it, that's okay, such as live. But if you're going for like hitting all your marketing beats as good as possible, you would want to have a little bit of time between those two. So you can have two press like beats for that. One for store page and trailer, and then one for demo, and then you can also double dip and make an extra trailer just for the demo. It goes even further. That's also like why, for example, I thought like Sockhouse kind of made a mistake with already announcing his release date. Oh, Thomas woke up. With already, because he already announced his release date. And by having done that, you kind of lose out on the option to just be like, hey, it's going to come out in August. And then 2-3 weeks before release, you make a release date trailer. And then on release, you make the actual release trailer. And now you can only do the release trailer, kind of. Because just like, oh, we're 1 month away from release, is kind of harder to just celebrate, basically. I think one thing William wanted here as well was that this became minus 750. And minus 750. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Oh, 6. I hate making trailers. I mean, you're pretty okay at it. Minus 650. Minus 650. Do you ever do any jams before main project? We did that once, and it was such a miserable experience that we've kind of never done it again. We just start working on games, kind of. Also, because we know each other now, we know how we work. I think I can just do minus 150. Minus 150, and it matches. Also, you know you can just send us regular text messages in chat as well, and I will still read it. Don't worry. So I think now... I got my calculations wrong. Basically, I need to figure out where on Earth the world is 1,000 by 1,000. I think if I put this at 1, I think I need to make sure that the wait, what? William told me kind of what I needed to do, but I forgot. So like minus 500 by minus 500 is this, but then you can see outside of the world. So I think 600 by 600 should be good. Yeah, might as well watch the stream again. What else are you gonna do, right, Tim? What else are you gonna do? Spend time with the kids? Fuck that shit. I'm your kid now. So now technically I am outside of the sea, so this wouldn't fly. I'm gonna leave this for now. I forgot what William told me. I know we needed to do some stuff. Or he was like, use extra terrains, but I didn't like the extra terrain tiles. I think I may just honestly make the terrain bigger. Let's make this 500. By 500. And then I am going to have to redo the terrain. Minus 750 by 750. It's too much. If I do minus 650. Minus 650. I think I can make this work. Oh. I just do this at like 0, 0. And then we kind of just move all of this shit. But then we're still outside of the harbor. I really just need to make this bigger. I think that's the solution. I think the terrain is needlessly fucking with me. Set height. Okay. Let's take a look at how we need to position this. Oh yeah, what did this guy answer? I forgot even. I've gotten call set active. Runs before button. So now, yeah, this works. Okay, so we have terrain. I think I can see the camera, right? How is it looking? I kind of just need to position my terrain. The ideal part that is still within bounds at any point. Like now. Let me just disable this terrain again. Can I see the... Yeah, so... The camera shouldn't be actually able to go this far. The camera bounds are wrong. So I am going to just ignore my terrain settings. Like my changes that I did. Can I easily do this? This is a lot of undoing. And then I think William gave me fake news yesterday. I think that's the problem. Then we paid this one back at 500, minus 500. I think it was something like this. And then at least we're back where we started. A little bit more further back. I was going to change also the game camera. 30 to 180. And then the... Do we have movement speed? Pan? Can I do like 70? I think this game is gonna be good. It's just very raw right now. I think we need some sort of movement scaling as well. Or this moves slower or faster than this. Always see each project through to completion before starting another? No, we're only doing one. Like the only catch would be MO98, the Service Pack 2 update. William would do both of those. But William and Thomas, they don't have two projects at the same time. They both have one, and then I have everything else. So now, let's work on the grinder. Now, do we have a crane? Don't. I think this time we're going to, that's why I wanted the mega pack. I think, oh, we do have like some cool, the scaling is kind of off. For these, why is a crowbar a structure? But I do think we can do some cool stuff. I'm gonna get sidetracked and I'm gonna do both of these. Because I like this boiler, but I think it belongs more on the acid smelter. And I think I am actually going to... What else? Is there an easy way I can like take all of these and change the scale? No. I'll do it manually, 0.6. You prefer buying assets? I always prefer buying assets. What is a toxic waste? Oh yeah, this was an acid smelter. This looks like an acid smelter. Right. What's the best app for creating GIFs? You no longer need GIFs, you can just upload MP4s. That's the best approach. You make MP4s and you upload those videos. This is the wrong material. What's the material? Alphalt. Okay. You and you become alphalt. Finding your stride? I hope so. I think like net profits could go really far. Could go really fast. I think like here by far the bottleneck right now is William. I mean, saying that of course doesn't really solve the problem, but like the amount of work I have to do is relatively limited compared to the fuck tons of code that he still has to write for this game. I think this can be like 2. Yeah, this can be a 2. That's definitely like one thing that we are aware of. Or like I am aware of. That's like, maybe it's unfortunate, maybe it's just normal. Like this game could be really fast. And I think an epic win because I think the core loop is just so good. So next game we're gonna make together, right, Sockhouse? Don't ask me what we're gonna make. Also, no, we're not gonna work together because I'm not gonna use Godot. I'm sorry. I shall not spoil my dignity like that. Next game for you is gonna be an incremental. Nice. Let me know if you need $1 million incremental ideas. I have a bunch of them. That's the problem. I have more ideas than I have the time for. That's the true bottleneck for me. I know of some like fewer developers and they just have like outsourced like their work to like studios in like Sri Lanka or something. I'll take ideas, you don't get the ideas. How do you come up with them? You take a shower or you go outside, you read the news, you look at what's going on in life. I think that's where most of my ideas come from. I'm gonna bleed this stone dry. I think at the end of the day, we're still more than fine. Maybe that is the true copium, but I think that is the truth. I think as long as you try to just try even to be original, I think you're good. I think that's just a problem for most. Don't think I have a license for that one. Maybe this stream. Why so late today? Depends on your time zone. It's early. No, it's afternoon for me. It's not late. Honestly, if this stream gets taken down, then the stream gets taken down. I think we should be fine. The afternoon streams are the ones where I'm the most unhinged, I think. Because they get so little views anyway, that like, you get the real me. The side you never see otherwise. Hey, Hona lady. Yeah, I think it's not really slowing down that much. What's up, Peter? How's it going? The wife left me, so It's grind time. This wall prefab thing does seem to be a bit funky with the lighting though. I think actually grinding the grind to join in the stream. I hope the grind is treating you well. You guys want to see a any tips for somebody participating in their next fest? Make sure your demo is good. I think that's genuinely it. I think at this point, most of the tips I could give are too late already as well. Of like, oh, reach out to content creators or whatever. And assume, hey, Ursi, how's the wife? Is there like other big structured things here? Not really. Do we have chimneys? We do. Maybe we should give this like a little bit of a size difference as well. Do we have like a hangar that's like pretty open? Something like this perhaps? Meh. Kind of weird. She's at work now. Huh. This looks weird. You want to see the 1 minute prototype I did yesterday? No, 2 days ago. I haven't done anything with it since. I had this idea for an incremental horror game. I think the game design is not so good yet. And I haven't like given myself the time to like really plan it out of like how it should work. The game is called Synthetic Grief. That's what I have as the prototype name at least. And I was once again like, how do you make a first person? I think there's some game design big questions as well still. Because like replayability, upgrades, whatever. But Unity is so slow, such as Unity. That is life. Let me run it. I just wanted to kind of play around with some PSX graphics again. This was the idea I had. Can make this full screen, I think. F10. Music doesn't really fit. Okay. Imagine spooky music. It's an incremental game where you're kind of just, you can't move. I'm like first person, but everything is like in this one room. And this is like your big laboratory or something. The idea is you're making your dead wife from first principles. It's like you're a scientist, your wife died, and you want to like bring her back to life, and you need to grow a human. That's the end goal. And like every time you push a button, like you do like some titration and like something goes into a vat and then counter goes up. Or you have like stuff like this here. And you can see like very clearly, like you see it kind of progress. And I just wanted to get like a feel of like, can we make this look interesting? But then I was like, I don't think prestiging would make sense. It would be more just like linear, like a more like horror game with incremental aspects. And then it kind of just lost. I just realized there were too many big questions that I couldn't really address, or like I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. So for now, it's in the freezer. But I think if I could figure this out, this is, I think, Is there enough to it for a game? Right now, no. I had like some ideas. Yes, 3 main stages. You start by making skin tissue, then you make organs, and then you make real bodies. And like those would be the 3 distinct like prestigious, but they're not really prestigious. Where new gameplay elements get introduced. So the first one is fully manual, first section. Second section is like automation based. Third section, I don't really know. And then you buy like dark market, like Silk Road cryptocurrency shit to upgrade your setup. But I couldn't figure out like a good loop with resource sinks. That was kind of the main problem. I think it could be visually strong without issue. But that's it basically. Does this fit here? It does. Yeah. There was this other, but I don't think I'm doing anything. I saw this game float by and I thought the UI looked so beautiful. Is it this? Please don't dox me. This. I saw a game and this was the UI. And I was just like, there is so much, like, I thought the idea I had with this was like a folding at home incremental game. I don't know why. I really liked this UI style and like how it's designed. This is actually a full terminal game, like CLI, which is just insane. I would recreate this in like an engine with cursor support. But I thought this was a really cool UI for a game as well. If you want to do something like protein folding or whatever incremental game. So you got at least $2 million game ideas over there, like in the last few minutes. You're welcome. Just make it in C#. But I like Unity because it's easier to do game feel, I feel. Oh, does this not have a... Oh. I just didn't use the prefab, it seems. Yeah, I didn't. Copy components. Paste component values. Okay, so now we have a collider. Yeah, that's kind of also the thing of like, it would just be like, it wouldn't really be like a jump scary horror game either. It would just be like a creepy setting. But I think, of course, if you're going to try to recreate... what's the movie? Oh, is it Guardians of the Galaxy? Where they talk about like Rocket's backstory and like how he's like the 42nd iteration or something, or some insane number, and like everything else just like has an absolutely miserable, painful death. You could do like something based on that, of like you just see your wife screaming because like only half of her bodies, or like her body or like her mind actually got constructed. I think there's a bunch of stuff you could do with it, but... Do we have cars? We do not have cars. Okay, we do have steel beams, it seems. I have a lot of steel beam textures. This is what I wanted though. Meanwhile, I'm trying to make a work button fun. Just make it spawn your mother-in-law. Can I bring somebody else's wife? I think the goal was definitely of like, you're just a scientist who has gone mad with grief as like the game idea. Because you have like her DNA or something saved up. Who knows? You bring back your wife, which is Godot. Time to prestige. We shouldn't make too much fun of Godot, guys. They get really sad when we do that. What's this? Oh, this is just a big platform. This is insanely large. Do we just give this a random water tower? Because fuck it. If I bring back 2, do I get my art twice as quick? I think you want something else than your wife to bring back then. This is going to be our acid smelter. How does this look in game? Or games have a lot of range. Yeah. An incremental mystery game. Good morning, Thomas. It's 6:50. It's already late for you. Did you sleep well? I think realistically I should flip this around to make it more clear what actually it is. Where's my constructed? Which is stupid. Although, let me see. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is everything. Center. Will be like this. Seems like my pallets didn't get saved correctly. Have you tried Unity? I actually haven't. I don't know why. Just haven't heard much good about it, I guess. And then I also try not to use too much like AI stuff, because I know, especially William, it kind of fucks up like the code base for like, he has a very clear understanding right now of like where everything is. And then if I go like, yo, LOL, I vibe coded this new feature, he's going to fucking stab me with a knife. I think that's fair. Because especially we're doing not like mega complex, but still we're doing stuff where one of his core strengths is he knows immediately what to do, where to go, whatever. So that's kind of thing. If it was like a project of my own, probably. But if it's like an actual project that I'm working on with other people, I think it's a miserable thing to do, out of like respect for other people's skill as well. Oh yeah, this chimney needs to be moved. Like here. I'm tired of the ads for AI services. God, the only sponsorship deals I get are for AI services. And that's it. There's like all... I don't know where they keep getting the money from. The like text to 3D services. They're like every fucking week in my inbox. Just remembered. I need to save this. Yeah. Where do I use it? I'm like, I want my Mahjong tiles to play sound effects. And it's like, I think that's fine, because it doesn't influence the like the main code. I did see the Unity stuff as well. I don't think it was even sponsored. Because I'm part of like the insiders. And then I did see like we got like earlier access to it. I didn't really do anything with the early access though. I think bigger AI code base could become unmanageable. Yeah. Navarix Games, thanks for the follow as well. I think this is also something we should do. Where William did this entity bounce thing. 13 by 8. Easy. But this way, if you like click on something, it shows up in the entity thing. I think we actually need to do this with our skiff and things like that. Oh, seems like he actually did this. Yeah, okay. We don't need to do it. Hey, Navarix. What does a steel factory mill look like? How do I know? This is just what I've decided it looks like. And then we get the fun one. You can become a child here. Oh. The grinder. I have an idea for what I want here. This is something that I kind of need to build. So like, let's take like 4 of these beams. I don't even know if this is a correct fit. Perfect. I want an inverse roof to put on top of this. So it has that funnel shape. I think I'm going to tweak this a little bit. That it's a little bit taller. And more square. This is gonna be the most unhinged building I think I've ever made. You know what this is? Do we have like something with a gear? Yes. This is perfect. We made this like 5 by 5. Create empty. Grinding rods. 0, 0, 0. So if we then take this, we rotate. Hey Mike, no, I actually took like a break for 2 hours and a bit, I think, a little bit longer. But then I was like, I want to stream again. So here we are. At first I was thinking, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was planning on streaming tonight instead. But like Indie Game Clinic is also would be live streaming at the exact same time, and whilst I could be like, fuck that guy, we're gonna stream as well, I figured that I'll just stream now and I'll do an evening stream tomorrow again anyway. So that's kind of the thought. And the thought here is that these things are going to just constantly roll. Do I have a better roof? This might not be the best roof. I think this might be better. Yes. 0.6. I think this is still honestly way too big. Grinding rods. Ohayou gozaimasu, William. Europe as well. Thomas was up here first. That's a rare occurrence. We can all thank Thomas, his lovely girlfriend, for that, which Thomas loves dearly, right, Thomas? we just add like 4? Or no, okay. Keep it at these 2 for now. Of course. Do you have much of a morning routine even, Thomas? Hey, yeah, this is not the MMO98 remake. That will be a very unique remake. This is creativity, putting the roof upside down. Maybe. I'm just fucking around right now. I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm gonna need like some walls as well. I think I could technically take this shape. I think I actually didn't even need the roof. I think I can just do it with this, and this is gonna be better. What you think on your skiff nav? The skiff nav is good. It's just that all of the other nav is kind of fucked. I think maybe this is gonna be better than the upside down roof. But I do like it. Like earlier we would spawn like a whole bunch. There's some other issues now that are clear, like they will all go to the exact same fishing spot. Which kind of does break their collision avoidance and things like that. But I think nothing we can't handle. I'm just like this. I feel like a fucking toddler playing with basic shapes again to make the toy the way I want it to be. This is so fucking thick. Doesn't need to be this thick. Can be like this. Minus 45. None of us have game dev degrees. We all just have computer science degrees. This goes here. We can pull this one. And then we can do the same on this side. Yeah, because I can show you, William, what's going on. Like, Wonder, it doesn't really die. It behaves in very odd ways. Because I do think this thing is pretty cool. Of like, okay, I'm gonna click a little bit less. It does feel like a little bit like snakes. It doesn't like I don't know. Now they're kind of going more straight. They do have the tendency to wobble a bit, which I assume is gonna be collision avoidance. The fact that like when they're fishing, they're still somewhat moving, I think that is solid. And then yeah, if I spawn trawlers, they just exist. Even though they're technically wandering, maybe they just have an extremely slow movement speed. Same thing with the tanker. They're just like existing as well. But like seeing like this, like the fleet is coming back into the harbor, does look pretty cool. They do go straight through the tanker right now, and they all go to the exact same like unloading dock, which is a bit of a problem. I also oh yeah, I spawned those ones later. But it shows the vision of like why we did this in like ECS, because if I'm just looking at this, I'm like, we're gonna hit over 100 chips. I want over 100 chips. The behavior is still like wink, wink, wink. That's not really how. Oh, they also go left and right, I can see. That's nice. Yeah. This is our steel refinery. We're going to like, it's not gonna be a hard, you can't collide. If there's too many ships, there's too many ships. But if possible, we'll have like a basic thing running. But we're not gonna go like too crazy on it, most likely. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up my grinder. Actually, this one should go like this. We do have a collider issue then. Nothing we can't solve. And then same thing here. Should be here. Actually, I think I can just take this, and then if we extend it and rotate it a tiny bit. God damn it, why am I getting so many emails? Am I gonna keep getting these fucking emails? Okay, anyway. Oh, come on, snap to the goddamn thing, yes. But this is at 38, this also then becomes negative 38. And then we get something like this. This is my Fish Grinder 3000 building. I have decided. Create empty. Ah, fuck, not like this. Create empty parent. So then we take our grinding rod. It rotates in the x-axis. Something like this. And then refab. I think we can put a bridge around here. I think we can then rotate this, move it to the side, figure out these stairs to work. Yes. This is still inside. And I just select. Ah. This one doesn't align. Now it does. We have like a small building. Sure. This is our control building. And this is our biomass. If I have the road there, I would need to flip. I'm gonna flip because we're assuming everything has the road at the same position. Yo, XJ John, C John, something. There's actually gonna be some toxic waste coming, so we can put this at like 2. I think like 1 model, but I don't have the model. How many people are watching this? 50 people. If anybody here is a PSX artist, I'm looking for a commercial, like a scrapyard crane. This is my commission to you. Kinda. Not like the one that can move, a static one, but like, you know, with the big like claw arm. I think I'm gonna find only arcade games like this style. And I'm gonna put it here in this corner. Thank you for your understanding. And then we're gonna have some pipes come out from here. Can I do this? Sure thing I can. Like this. This is the wrong angle. Something like this. Is this visible? No. Perfect. I was also sick of the Skyrim music, I'm sorry. It's something different for once. We need like random garbage. Not like garbage, but like stuff on here. Just to like fill it up as well. Nah, this looks bad. Maybe I can just hang a cabinet on here. Not that kind. Sometimes you just say fuck it with cabin. It looks kind of weird. But I think if you're looking at it from the top, should be fine. Do we have something that's like blood? The fuck is blood shader? Transparent something. Because I think if this is done, we already have all of the processing buildings kind of implemented, which is good for the trailer as well. Can we do like floor ceiling? Perfect. This here. Did anyone try blogging for marketing? Oof. I think the only thing that I hear people mention is that if you do it, you should do it in the Steam discussions. Not Steam discussions, but like Steam announcement posts, kind of. Does it make sense to put a roof to make the building look a little bit different? I mean, if I'm gonna have pipes run through it, it kind of does defeat the purpose. This is a funny roof as well, so not really. Maybe I can like put this. I think this is too big. I think technically from above this building would look different, but I think this pixel mismatch is gonna be visible. We'd need to do something like this. Give me a second. Ah. Fine. Okay. Think we need to give this some walls again. Decals. Does this work? I don't think we have the good material for it. Transparent. Yes. This graffiti makes sense. Well, this one is a bit too big. Guess it does kind of fill it up. The hell is mosque? Oh, it's an actual mosque. Buildings. Large props and machinery. Oh, I didn't even find this before. That's right. These are extremely gray though. I guess technically we could put one of these here as well. And have both of these flow into it. But this is fuel storage, so I kind of don't want to convolute like this looking like fuel storage. So maybe I do want to get like these distillery tanks. I can put like two of these next to each other. And then just work down. Why are we not lining up? Why are you doing this to me? Is there no way to get this to line up? Push the single byte flip, the other ships now wander around again. Well, if it's that easy. How do I get these two to line up? I can do it the long way. Then they line up. But I need to go downwards. In which case this one doesn't work. And then this one is the tall side. Can you separate the prefabs? No, we can't. I think I'm going to do this the hard way. If they don't want to cooperate, it just goes straight. Because realistically, you're not gonna see this. Or like I could just... Like... It could just be like, oh, it doesn't align. Who cares? Because especially if there's like a pipe like this, you're never gonna notice. Like, you know, like this. There's still 2 pipes going down into the tanks, and this is now our toxic waste tank. Jam another mesh into it that hides the transition. Yeah. Oh, this one isn't neatly aligned. This one was duplicate. I think I'm just gonna do that here as well. It's resolved. These are bought assets. These are just the pizza doggy assets. What a simple Unity script. It's the game object. It's on the C axis at custom speed. Let's see where we're gonna put this scripts. I'm gonna put it in the root, and William is gonna figure out where. Probably William is going to delete this later, which is fine as well, and then make it part of like the actual prefab, because we probably only want these grinders to grind when there's biomass to process. I just wanna grinder rotate. I just want to see what it looks like. I then rewrite and clean it up. Yeah, that's what I assumed as well. I just want to be able to see how this looks. Can you even like see that it's riding, like turning, or should I like make it larger? Hey, real super cool as well. I feel like it's been a while. If you want something fun, I feel like it's not gonna be fun if you tell me about it. Yeah, these are like the first errors I get as well. Subsync config. Oh, it is going to actually be something fun. I didn't get bamboozled. The concept of this game is it's a fishing game, but you run an evil fishing corporation. Why is Ryder so fucking slow always? Okay. On this grinder. Aren't all fishing corporations evil? Potentially. If you give me like a few seconds to wrap this up, I can run the game again. My God, why is my wife's hair everywhere? I literally go through my own hair and I pluck out like a very long piece of black hair. I'm also gonna see if you... I assume you didn't push it. I'm not sure actually if you pushed it or not. Seems like you pushed it. Yeah, let's push it. Pull it. Single script change. Yeah, it does so. Fixed one direction, not actually navigating. Perfect. Okay. Man, I'm broke from that last $2 Unity asset still. I feel like a lot of people went crazy. But nobody used our affiliate link. I mean, I also didn't say we have an affiliate link, so... And it's a $2 sale, so we wouldn't even have earned that much from it. Okay, here. Grinding rod. Grinder rotate. I do not know what the fuck a speed of 90 is. Let's make this minus 90. And let's just see. Okay. So, new game. First off, this is the wrong rotation. Hey Jordan, how's it going? I asked it first. As you can see by my grinder, it could have been better. I got the rotation, I got the axis wrong. Shouldn't be a big problem. I feel like the local avoidance kind of dies because the spawn point is like just like randomly here. Will LLM is clearly better. I do like how there are wonders now, just we go into the terrain. I think you need to fire the workers who assembled it. I mean, if they can make that shit move, they deserve their job. Oh, you said something, William. Main subscene config. Can I change this at runtime? We'll figure it out. Main subscene config. And then ship config wave pitch 0.5. Ship amplitude 0.5. Max wave frequency 3. Okay, how does this look like? Ah, yes. My funk boat. Oh, I put wave frequency on 33 instead of 3. That's why. Oh, you want to see? Oh yeah, William. You don't know yet what we added this morning. You may shoot me through the fucking skull the next time you see me. But remember, we had like this procurement thing. I see stock market. Yeah. You still love me, right? The idea, I was like, we need a way to buy oil. And I'm like, okay, how do you buy oil? Stock market. And I'm like, okay, well, what if we could also sell oil? And then I was like, what if we just don't do it for, like, if we do it for everything? I think the only thing that would like automatically get converted into money would be like the biomass. But then you also could raise the question, could I sell excess biomass if my grinders aren't fast enough? And then I was like, William's gonna shoot me through the fucking head with a gun because we've just effectively made a management game now instead of an incremental game. So that was my train of thought. Also, very dumb. This now has nice game feel. I like it. If you click on here. I think I've played Oligarchy a long time ago. So we need to change the grinder rotation. I didn't check what the angle is. So let's just fuck it with ball and assume We have a 50-50 chance. Yes, I could think about this. Or I could just run it. How's development so far? It's been going good. M1A is good. Yeah, I was surprised your game was already on sale. I thought we were still too early for that, but it seems like you ran out of cooldown period. Wait, can I put M198 on a sale? The week long. I think we couldn't do the week long or something. I think we're gonna wait until the Steam summer sale and then also Service Pack 2. We need to talk about our shift. I still don't want management. It's just like I don't know how we would solve certain other game design decisions. That's the problem. Did we guess right? No. Fuck. 50-50 shot and we blew it. Different ends of the month. I don't know. We'll do them. I generally want to do whenever we can. The only exception was I thought I had it scheduled for the 15th. But then the 15th was too close to the Steam summer sale. And you only get one email that can be like sent out. I don't want management at stock market. Yeah, but we can make it like kind of like it should be kind of like a fake stock market is kind of what I was thinking. Kind of like the auction house in M198 of like, it just looks like one, but it's all smoke and mirrors and just makes you feel like we're not doing shit like shorting and longing like, oh, I'm gonna short the oil markets. So now we should be there at least. Yes. The grinder is grinding. We're just making Forge Industry, but with fucking fish. But all of the processing plants, technically now, do have features. Short the fish market. You're not shorting the fish market. Like you would buy oil and then fuel. Like that's the thing. We needed to have a way to buy fuel. So you can like send out your ships more. And then once you unlock the, like it would kind of become optional even. So that's why I really want to kneecap the shit out of the stock market, ideally, but it does make sense for oil, at least. If we do just crude oil and then fuel in here, I would be fine already. We don't even need to do the other resources for my part. It's fine as well. Although the benefit of doing this, especially with the sell option, is that you can dump, you have like infinite resource sinks at any point if you really wanted to. But then it also makes balancing harder. Because like if you have too much of something, you just sell this shit. Problem solved. Yeah, we're not doing all of that stuff. What is it, Peter? We're gonna add crypto, right? That's what your players wanted. Okay, so in here we make now create empty. My players can eat a fat one. We need some walls. What's like a kind of wall we haven't used too much yet? With the concrete mini. Then we have the wall corner. Guess we're just gonna have to do these right. Am I stupid? Oh no, there's also a regular wall. kind of a weird wall. Could I just convert this one? It looks different though. I made this 2x2. It looks a little bit weird because it's also just different. So I guess we would just need to do like this, but it's not really tiling, I feel. The walls, yeah, you can like very clearly see, which is why here, for example, they don't smoothly connect. The hell is a bamboo wall? Because these are like interior walls as well, which is also not what we want. So I think we're just going to end up with the same system as like these, unfortunately. Let's make these 1.5. Put down the corners. We lower these, then we get the mini wall. Here. These are too big. Oh. This should be better. Are you still ready to join the Steam Nexus, William? Easy, right? Always. That's the spirit. I'm gonna push the release store page button right now. And then we just scream in horror. Together. No trailer, no nothing. Just suddenly, surprise. I don't know why. There's something with our secondary light that's funky also. Okay. So I just realized I forgot this wall. Okay, gives it some more detail. Do you have like other random crap we can like stack around here. Yep. I think honestly, like one stupid thing that I should do honestly more is like adding some variance in the ground as well. Like make this a different kind of concrete. Where's my terrain material also? How does this work again? Terrain lit. Think I can make this terrain stochastic. Yes. I think this should kind of have been a cube. Oh well. Because then I can also just neatly like wrap them. I think I'm gonna make this a cube. Hey, Matt Boy, you did catch me live. This looks bad. We're not doing this. Oh, we don't want to change the terrain. I think both grinding rods. Can honestly be like 10. 10. And then we give them a little bit more space. And then I think what we can even do, create a lane. I think it's called like Guts Biomass Pile. Do something like this to really make the goriness. I think honestly, this is gonna be 10 by 10. Go here. 0, 0, 0. This can be like 2 by 2 even. Even less. This isn't straight. So it might look a little bit better. Like not flat, I mean. Yeah. Doesn't stick out, doesn't stick out. I got the Cinti Western pack just to import 4 sticks / Twig FBX files for my dog-focused game. I feel like at that point, a Twig you should be able to model yourself. But maybe that's just me. Ever think of switching engines? Never. Still looks a little bit wonky, I think because of the shadows being dynamic. Unity is literally better than Godot. Mornix is going to become a Godot bro. I don't think so either. One can dream, perhaps, Nash fan. But that's where it ends. We put all of these here. And then we apply this. Rather use Game Maker than Godot. Yeah. We've got cookies and no cost. We also have no cost. You're just not cool enough to not be no cost. I'd rather use JS than Godot. That's if we have Slay the Spire money, maybe. That's it. It's a game about fishing, running a fishing fleet, and then catching all the fish and selling it for profit. I'm also going to disable this. I realized, William, we forgot this last time. Oh, this should also become part of buildings. We apply. Why is my texture fucking up? Hello. I am assuming this is a invalid patch. This is not supposed to support it when rendering. Do I need to disable it? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Can I save it? Okay. It worked. If we have Slay the Spire money, we just do more in Unity. Yeah. William woke up and chose violence. I think one thing like nobody ever says though is why don't you guys use Unreal? Which I think is always such a funny thing. It's like, why you use Unity? Why you don't use Godot? It's like nobody is ever like, hey, you guys should come over and use Unreal. Because Unreal devs are at least self-aware enough to understand that their engine also may have flaws. Oh, this is some static bullshit, I think. Not bullshit, but I think it's marked as static, which is now why these things don't rotate anymore. I think I should change it here, honestly. Refab first. Fish grinder. Actually, it's not marked as static. I'm going to mark it as static, except the 2 grinding rods. And then if we go and look here at grinding rod, These are not marked as static. None of these are. That's actually a problem. I should mark these as static. This is gonna be some subscene bullshit, I feel. The rotating scripts don't work anymore. I guess. Let me check this again. It's been 2 hours already. Still not gonna work, right? Yeah. Why? William will figure it out. Thank you, William. I can fix. Perfect. That's who needs an LLM when you have William? Ah, it's a mono behavior script. That's why. Okay, yeah. Because it's an entity, yeah. You did set up the entity name altering as well. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap this up for now. I'm gonna push some shit. We got the 2 new buildings. Grinder and steel refinery. Are Steam pages live? They are not. Not yet. Because the game doesn't look good enough yet for a trailer, and if there's no trailer, the store page doesn't go live. So that's why we do visual stuff. Because the visual stuff is also important early on even, because that's what makes the trailer look good. I have horrible focus. I hope this is better, maybe. William, I'm gonna end the stream. Please don't tell me Sinky question mark 1 minute after the stream. I am going to blow my brains out. Okay? Give me a little bit. If you want to Sinky, that's fine. But maybe not instantly. Okay. We Gucci. I'm gonna head out. Super good. Thanks for dropping in as well. I may Sinky now. Hop on in, William. Come on. Come on, Sinky. You want to Sinky on stream? Or should we Sinky off stream? I'm gonna see if does he bite? He bites. Hi, William.
Great.
Okay. Wait. I think your audio is still struggles.
This.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good.
How's the?
I can hear you too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play a bit so that we sound still the same. Okay. What's the Sinky? I pushed my.
I don't know. I was mostly joking around. You're welcome. I will provide a component that once I've made it, I'll tell you about it. That you just need to attach to something, tell it how it needs to rotate, and I'll have a system that.
I don't think you need to. I think just inside, because I think we're gonna have scripts for every single building, right? Yeah. I think you can just make the rotation part of the grinder. I don't think any of the other, like, I just wanted to see the grinder grinds, basically. I don't think it's going to be something that we need a generic component for. Of everything needs to have
figure
stuff
out
that
when I get to that building. So yeah, what I will be working on right now anyway is just the harbor plot system of
Yeah.
having a plot, and then
Yes.
you can
So
build a building on it.
I pushed something for that as well. There's a new prefab called like empty plot or something. Unoccupied plot. At first I was like, oh, I can make this a child of like the other buildings, but then I thought that's kind of stupid because then you still need to spawn a prefab of one of the buildings and then swap him or whatever. So yeah, just I guess unoccupied plot. It's the same size as our standard plots. Dry docks is an exception. Do I make an unoccupied dry dock plot as well?
Probably because you want to be able to build one, right?
Yeah. Okay. So main buildings we have right now then.
So an empty plot.
Yeah.
And then 2 empty dry dock plots.
Yes, I think everything
one for the small and one for the large
is the same size. Yeah, because storage is always the same. And then I think this small dry dock technically is I think the same size. No, it's not. It's not. We can figure that out. So I make 2 empty ones there. Probably also for the mariculture pens. Once we get around to that, we're gonna want to have some like buoys floating around as like the unoccupied, and then have that also be occupied. I'm gonna send Kai a message like probably today or tomorrow latest with like the next round of models that we want to get from him, and that one would be one that I want to include in there, along with the
drop off points as well.
Yeah, the drop off points. The crane was also on my big list of pretty important stuff. Yeah.
Feel free to once we have the crane as such to also rename it to something else that's not drop off point. I just use that because like, oh, this is a drop off point. Perfect.
Yeah.
I am not stuck to the name.
That's fine. Yeah. Also then about the market. I'm sorry. Because you were like management game versus incremental game. I think the problem was just, okay, fuel. Fuel is a resource you need to buy, which is fine. But the question was like, how do you buy this? So we needed like a store anyway. And then I was like, oh, it's kind of like real world markets. And then I kind of just got carried away with what if you could sell more? But if you're like, we don't want to sell or buy steel, that's fine as well. I think we would leave it at least for oil and then fuel.
If we're going to have it for oil and fuel, I think we should also have it for other resources.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought as well. But then
because it'd be weird not to have it for the other resources, but we can also put like limitations on it. For example, that you can't immediately buy steel, or like the costs are just not effective at all.
Yeah, that would be like the thing of like
you just have
a worst case thing. I think that's the big danger. So of like, we need to make sure that it actually makes sense to want to construct stuff and resources on site versus just, oh, I'm going to buy everything and I'm not going to bother with like playing the actual game.
The first thing I have is like the way you can incentivize is if you buy something, a lot of the price goes up, but then it's just like, oh, we're going to.
Yeah, that's what I mean of like,
no, excited.
I don't want to go like too deep into that.
I think if we do something, I think that would be manageable, but nothing more than that, and not something like, oh, if you sell a lot, like maybe it goes down a bit, but it's not going to be like a simulated market. It's just like, oh, you bulk buy a lot, it's just going to price up.
Yeah, I kind of did. You see the? Do you have the stream open right now? Then I don't have to screen share. Like I have like this slider. You've played Star Citizen, right?
I haven't played Star Citizen.
Oh, you haven't?
I have played it, but I've not. I have it. I have played it, but I've not really done anything recently at all.
Oh, like this is from a feature from like 7 years ago or something. But like they have like this is how they're.
I don't remember.
There's like this slider thing, and what I would because then I was also like, how do you do quantities or whatever? This is just like, okay, crude oil. I have, let's say, 1 ton in storage or whatever for it. This is like up to the maximum available capacity you have. Let's say I have 10 ton in total storage and I have 1 ton in, then this would be 0 and this would be 9k. So you can kind of like up to max out always, and then the slider percentage-wise basically of everything that you have. We can see if you want to like make it snap to nice numbers or whatever. and then you can just buy. And then the same thing with like, oh, but then buy and sell doesn't work because this you would need to. I hate my life.
Two possibilities I have here is instead of slider and then buy and sell, is 2 rows of buttons, one for buying, one for selling, and then it's just like sell 10%, sell 25%, sell X%, and you can then also have the buy button be absolute numbers then, or percentage, right? Maybe, but I think absolute still makes more sense.
I was so proud of my slider idea.
Yeah, but indeed for buying it all.
Yeah, because you don't know, am I gonna buy or am I gonna sell? So you don't know what value you should use. Unless we make it buy and sell tabs, 2 tabs. So you have the buy tab and then the sell tab, and then the slider changes depending on which tab you're on. And then there's just a big transaction button instead of buy and sell.
I would prefer it to have just be one screen.
Yeah.
Because if the only difference is whether it's buying or selling, it's going to be also people are going to be buying things when they're meant to be selling.
I just like the big red and green buttons. I need to find a way to make it work. Because I do think like, I mean, the UI looks pretty nice. Like this is just an image. I do also, that was something we talked about on stream. I don't know how hard it is to make a candlestick chart. If you want to make just a normal chart,
that'll be fine.
That's fine for me as well.
You'll just need to explain how the fuck how do you read that? I don't actually know.
Honestly, I don't know either. So maybe we want to make it just a regular chart. I just thought it looked cool, and I was like, sure. We put this as placeholder.
What you can do is, of course, like depending on the amount of items we're going to have there, just have two little groups. One group is like the slider and buy, and then below that is the slider and or buttons for selling.
So we kind of duplicate the slider.
Two distinct groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just do it per group, but you see both at the same time. I think that would be okay.
I think we can do that indeed.
Because I don't think we have enough resources to fully fill up that left panel anyway.
Yeah, and even like we technically could, but I can just make the window bigger because there's a lot of space still. Worst comes to worst. Exactly. Because I think we're ending with 6 resources, so.
Yeah. I want to point out, someone earlier asked Liam Pruntiaus, also what other asset is that? That is my own asset I made in Shader Graph. I'm pretty proud of it.
So you can't buy it. Get wrecked.
Nope. But it uses Shader Graph and it uses the seamless Unity asset to allow for like procedural texturing kind of stuff. So it looks fancier than just styling. But yeah, no, I think, yeah, I was mostly joking. I was like, oh no, here we go again.
Yeah, I was like, I really don't want to do this, but like, it just makes sense to have it be like a market with oil.
Having the ability to buy and sell is also going to make it so people are, because an issue with MMO98 was often people got locked. Yeah, a market will prevent that fail state a lot easier because you just have like, oh, I need this. I don't want to wait like an hour to get more resources. I can just sell off my other shit and just buy this now.
Yeah.
And
I think that
sure,
that was
not going to be efficient, but yeah. I mean, why not?
Especially with like also the mariculture pens, you have like permanent standard some biomass generation. That was one thing as well that I was then think of like, okay, biomass, do you also put it on the market? I would say no. I would make it so that you
can't sell biomass.
Yeah, I think biomass is only through the grinder. Like you get it ground, and then as it's grinding, that's how you are making money.
I would say, even like for example, we also have like the toxic waste and stuff. You're not putting that on the market, so not everything will be marketable.
I think it would only be scrap metal and steel, and then the 2 oils basically. I think those are the only other resources that we have, and I think. You could even be like scrap metal. We could do it. We could not do it.
Problems for future us.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
But-
people were asking, that is the shader graph.
Yeah. I think
That's
other.
the C.
I think otherwise, with the market window being quote unquote done, or like being first version, I think that's it, right? I think I've made all the UI that there is to make. Practically, I think.
Operation entries.
Yeah,
is
like the
only
upgrade
thing
still.
and then an operation upgrades, but
We don't have
now, I
operation
think-
upgrades entries yet. Nah, this shouldn't be too hard because that's just gonna be the same as ship most likely.
Yeah, that or I would find it funny if you find a third way to represent everything but a skill tree.
I mean, maybe we just make this an actual skill tree. Don't worry. Yeah, operation upgrade still.
Details pop-up tracker.
Yeah, for the
Details tracker
buildings.
For the buildings, and also some ships are going to have. Are they going to have different detail trackers and or?
They will once
Are-
again
are
have
different
partial
things.
shared and then partial not shared. Like they will all have
Okay, so-
fuel capacity. No, they won't because an oil rig doesn't have a fuel capacity even.
Yeah. So I think it'll probably be easier if you just decide every building.
Everything gets
and
a
ships
unique
will
one.
Just have their own.
Yeah, and then I'll
unique tracker.
probably make like a standard prefab that I can then just tweak upon for each version.
Yeah. And then when I have those, I just implement it when you click a building and or that, because I think it's also easier, for example, for the buildings. Then you can have different actions per building and such, so you can like just fine tune, and I don't have to worry about making generic something Occam's razor.
I feel like I mentioned that for the first time a few days ago, and you've said it like 3 times since.
I know, but it's so fitting. The issue I have, and I've learned a lot, and I'm doing this a lot better here. I'm not writing as generic code as before.
Yeah.
I'm now more like, I just need to do this. I can't really think of a reason why I need to make this generic. I'm just going to write it for this purpose only. Worst case, I rewrite it to be more generic. But it allows me to be much quicker because I don't have to I don't over-engineer.
Yeah.
What do you like of the button shifts?
I think it's pretty cute. Like the movement is still weird that it does like the sideways snaking.
Yeah, I've already tried to push them off from that.
Yeah.
But the issue is avoidance. They avoid each other. It's like, oh, there's nobody nearby. Let's go. Oh, there's another ship. And
Yeah, and then they
that's something-
bounce back and forth.
it was before. The thing is, I'm leaving it as is right now because it's also an issue. Right now, you spawn 5 ships at a time.
Yeah, and they all spawn at the same
When-
position as well. That's
Yeah.
another thing.
That's not going to happen in the actual game. So is it an issue because the way they currently spawn, or is it an issue because of that I need to actually solve?
Yeah. I think like
There's also a lot of values I can still tweak.
yeah, like
the
especially if they
radius
have
and
the
such.
same fishing spot, I think we can just make fishing spots larger. I think I already made them a bit larger so that they will automatically
same larger, but also work into that's something I'm not doing yet because fishing spots are on my list for later. But for example, have a max capacity, or like once a certain capacity is reached, ships will try to go to a different one.
yeah.
But I like the orbiting, that they just
Yeah, that
orbit
they,
around.
yeah, I think this is very solid. How they're kind of just like chilling around, but they're not like not moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find a way that's
Also,
not
I
a
thi-
skill tree for the operations to still show the upgrades there.
For ships, fishing poles, drop-offs will also be, once I get around to the building, the actual building implementation, drop-offs will also be implemented so that they can't do more than one.
Yeah.
I tried making it so the harbor was like covered in a spline so they didn't go through terrain. They just didn't want to go to the drop-off point anymore either, so I scrapped that idea and I'll think about it. And
One
a thing I'm
thing that I also
the,
thought
the
about.
drop-off.
Oh yeah, go first.
If you're doing the crane for the drop-off,
Mhm.
can we make it so that it goes far enough into the water?
Yeah.
So it's not close to the shore, but it's like
How?
quite a bit
Close.
into. Right now, it's too close to the shore, for example.
Okay, let me
If
see.
it's like the rightmost part of the current drop-off point, maybe a bit further than that into the sea, if something like that could be done.
Probably, yeah. Because they need
Would
like
probably be
space to do like the
easier.
rotating, you mean?
Space for rotating, but also larger ships. For example, a trawler right now would just,
Yeah,
even if it goes, it would just mash into the terrain because it's too close.
too big, yeah. I think the cranes would be a lot
I can-
bigger anyway, so I think we
Yeah.
should be fine.
A random question I suddenly have.
Yeah.
We're also going to be adding refueling.
Uh-huh.
I love the trawler just going to the terrain. Is that the same as the drop-off point, or is that a different point that they need to go to refuel?
So the refueling... Oh, I think they would refuel at the same point. I don't think we would make those two different points. What would be different is not on the harbor side, but in the ship side. You also have the tanker. The tanker would kind of be a refuel point, but not a drop-off point. And then we also, do you remember, we have the 8 like final ship that's like the mega structure. That one would be drop-off and refuel point. But then also floating.
So for the harbor, a drop-off point counts as a refuel point and a drop-off point. What I can do, of course, is when a skiff is dropping off its fish, it will also
refuel.
at the
That's
same
the
time.
idea. That I mean, it's logical that if you have a real ship, you would probably be doing those two things at the same time.
The tanker.
What do you
Just
mean?
the wave that into the tank. It's just no. It was. So for the tanker then becomes a top. How do we want the tanker? This is already way further, but the tanker, like, how do we make it move around? Does it just wander around and ships go through it, or do we have a way for it to go to
We
somewhere?
had
or-
some. I think I wrote this down somewhere. Here, tanker. No, I didn't really write. Becomes the default location for a ship that's almost out of fuel to head towards instead of the harbor. I think. Does the tanker just kind of go to like a point on the map and then just exist until it's out of fuel? I'm not sure. Or
Yeah, because then the question is, how does it
can
decide
we
which
you
point?
have like the way the minimap works is like data, right? Like every ship has like coordinates. Can you find like the highest density point of like
Oh yeah, I don't even need. Yeah, that's
Yeah, and
I have a
then
spatial database.
the
so-
tanker just always tries to go to the center of that most busy point, basically.
Yeah.
I think that would be the solution, and then it kind of will always be efficient for ships to go there because it's always going to be where most of the ships are.
Yeah. Should be doable. The thing is, of course, if like a lot of the fishing ships are like skiffs are at a certain fishing spot, the tankers going there, and then they all return to the harbor. That density is going to be moving around.
Yeah, I think you can smooth it out though because of the tanker moving so much slower.
Oh, it's true.
So the tanker will like kind of try to follow, but it will always have to readjust because it's changing again.
Yeah, and it can also like I can also make it so
There's
it
like a little
only
bit of a
needs to
delay
move
or something.
If the distance, like
Yeah.
if the distance is large enough, like if it's like a tile to the right that is more dense, and the ship is already close, the tank is not like I'm not gonna move for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the tanker, does it use its own fuel reserve? So basically, everyone's ship has a fuel reserve, fuel tank.
It's
Does the
shared,
tanker
I would
use
say.
its own fuel tank to share it? Then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Yeah. So it's not like the tanker has a fuel capacity and then a separate like fuel storage that other ships use. It's
no.
just one big shared giant
they
amount of fuel.
they steal its fuel.
Yeah, they steal
basically.
its fuel.
Okay. I mean, I'm not implementing that anytime soon, but it's just suddenly I was thinking about it. It's like, how do we approach that? For now, I'm just going to work on the harbor plot system so we can start building. Make sure you commit and push. I've learned that.
I think I
I
pushed
came down.
earlier.
I came downstairs the day after, and my mother's like, I told like, okay, yeah, I've done working for the day, and such. My mother's like, are you sure you push? It's like, fuck, okay, why are you like this? But But no, I was getting to a point. Outstanding things, because I will be touching the scenes and
I have
recaps
nothing
and such,
open
so-
right now. So,
Okay, just
yeah.
checking, and then let me know if you are planning on doing anything else, because
No.
I'll
One
be-
thing that I was looking at yesterday, not yesterday, earlier today, but I couldn't figure it out anymore, was how the hell I should position the harbor terrain. Because I tried like playing around with some of the values, because you told me like, oh, you need to move this to like minus 750 or something, but it didn't really seem to make sense. Or like minus 650.
minus 650, because you have to check, if you look at the terrain size, it's 300 by 300.
Yeah. So then basically
minus-
only this like 1/4 of the terrain is where actually like the dry docks will be able, because the ships can't go anywhere else. Could
Yeah.
I?
What you can also do is, of course, increase the terrain width.
Yeah,
and
or
height,
I
and
could
then you adjust position further.
could I do something like minus 550 maybe, because I noticed that the border at the bottom, like this is minus 550, and you're not going to see outside of the terrain basically. And then I have more like height wise, and then it seems like I need to push it a bit even more like to the sides, like minus 700 almost, and then I can't see
Like
outside of it.
Yeah, you can also increase the size of it, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a fixed position yet.
Okay, I just
if
kind
you
of need
can
to fuck
make-
around with it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then make sure, I think,
Because we
if you
also
look
have
at the-
like this at the bottom where the sea, like you have like your main sea, the dark blue one, and then the light blue. Like you can still see. So like I can't, like the camera doesn't stop here, but it stops like lower. I think it should stop like just here, right?
I think because the camera stops is now at 500 because of the angle you see further below.
We have the
what
same
you
on
can
the
do
side.
is if you close and open the sub scene, you can just select, I think it's the C.
Wait, close and open?
Close out of the scene, so it's not running.
Like stop the game.
Then world, I think it's called. And then the C you have to put to 1.5, 1.5.
That's already
X and Y scale.
I think it's seafloor.
That's then the seafloor is seafloor. Yeah.
Seafloor is one. Oh, this 1.5. Okay.
The seafloor that 1.5, 1.5.
Yeah, and then you don't have that problem.
And why is this scale? Okay, set scale is fine now. And then it's. I think I did that just to show like this is the actual bound.
So this is what I actually work with. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna make something that's like a gizmo or something that's floating, so I can just see like in scene view, like what the actual bound is, and then we can have the sea always bigger. I think that might be actually a Giga Brain idea.
Yeah, you just put it on the world, because the world size, world scale is what's being used. The sea and seafloor just have 1.5 to go beyond the scale of that thing, and then for now that is going well. Also, Pluthing 3D, well, if it isn't bite me, my arch nemesis.
Should I ban him?
Where are you?
I can ban
know who
him.
he is.
I can ban him.
Okay, I don't even know who he is.
I'm joking. I'm not, like, it would be insane to just ban him instantly. Oh, he's a Godot developer. He's never gonna be competitive.
Okay, yeah, no, ban him.
Yeah, it's just ban him. 1984 is here.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Now I'm just stalking the guy.
Nobody give any more attention than I did. I just found it funny to go like, who are you?
You know they're fucked when their game is just called Cave Game.
Hey, at least mine was Cave Delvers or something like that. Cave Delvers or something. Hey.
Yeah. Okay, so my big UI task remaining is basically we need to make a... Like, I'm probably going to... the ship detail. So,
the ship tracker. Yeah.
Wait. Ship tracker, right? How should I do this? So we have content, and then just inside of content, like right now I have straight like ship image divider. Do I just make children for every single one? I think that's better. Just have it be 1 giga prefab. So that way it always uses the same like base window basically as well. and
Yeah.
then
And then I can just
because I
like,
think like we'll
turn
always
on,
have
off.
an image, for example.
Yeah.
Like
I would
maybe have
split
that
up
one
the
share.
ship and the building tracker though.
Make those two separate trackers, but I just put them on the same position. Yeah.
It's just going. They could be the same one, but it's going to be easier
Yeah.
split up because their logic is less relevant for each other.
Yeah.
And I just listen. The ship will just listen to ship and building events, and if it's a building, it'll just turn itself off.
Yeah.
Easy.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that'll be the easiest.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll. Did you also? I had my odds and ends about the upgrades. With the upgrade category, was that supposed to be?
Ship upgrade container? Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure if it's
I'm gonna
supposed to be
check
automatic or not, but I noticed it doesn't seem to be.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. I've just completely forgot to do
You've
that.
forgotten it, or it's okay.
Yeah, I've forgotten to do it. So
Then I don't need to worry
it's
about
an
adding
easy
it.
app.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I added. What did I add again? I added something to localization. Buildings. Buildings now have only storage so far, actually. I also don't think I pulled the latest things. But you should have an extra entry in your localization editor for buildings. I thought we'll put them in there. And then you can figure that out.
And your other points, biomass over max capacity, again, that is build. After I've done buildings, I'll be handling resources.
Yeah, I assumed it was maybe not implemented yet. One thing also I noticed with the upgrades, there's no... do we have cost displays support yet?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just because they have no cost, it doesn't show.
None of them have costs.
Okay.
But it is implemented and it should be shown. We might have to the thing is also, it didn't look that clear, but the issue is they also had no localized names yet, so it was a lot of like text in the upgrades.
How do I make the localized name?
Costs.
It doesn't give like a... Like, you know...
If you go to if you select the upgrades, the ship table, so the folder for ships upgrades.
Yes.
And then on the top, you can see to the right, there's like a localization tab. Like in the group, in the fold out, in the tab group at the top of that table. If you select localization.
Wait. Oh.
At the
why is
just
it
above
grayed?
the
It's
table,
grayed
like
out for some reason, so my brain just ignored it. Because it's all like disabled. Okay, upgrades underscore ship underscore key.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing. So that's where if there is a localization attribute assigned to it, you'll see it there, and then you can see what the key it's going to use to create that, as well as which table it is in.
So it's in the table upgrades.
If you need it different,
keys are insensitive, right?
I can let it.
So it's like upgrade underscore ship underscore and then lowercase skiff engine A1.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
So yeah, and then you can assign costs and modifiers, and it should work. The modifiers, there's no modifiers implemented yet, but it should all work so far, though. And then priorities you can assign, but you can use that using the graph.
Yeah, I'll use that. I was just localizing because indeed I was thinking to like make some first just visually so it looks nice for like screenshots and things like that as well.
Yeah.
Because I think it's...
And then once you have that, you can also see like, do we need to adjust the category prefab kind of entry prefab? Because for me, the costs were a little small, but...
Yeah, I think it might be. I think we can just make the whole upgrades window, because also like the categories, there's only 3 you can have basically per thing. We'll see. Shouldn't be much of an issue.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna leave you then.
All right.
And then I wish you the best of luck today. What was it? So now you're going to stream for 8 hours, right?
Wait. No, I'm first going to warn someone in the server because it's like, I hate generative AI.
Oh God, what did I miss? Wait, this is not the Discord server, so I can...
Half an hour ago.
Okay, he's just angry.
Yeah.
Whatever you do. I do love how the guy has become such a meme of like the 52-week plan. We just keep referring to him every single day now. I feel like Artemis is not going to survive in this server very long, fortunately.
Yeah.
I think this is also the first message that they sent, basically. Wait. From Artemis. Okay, no, they've sent some messages already today. Okay, anyways. Best of luck. Every time I tune into Binding General, someone is getting bullied out of the Discord. You know, we have to make the server a pleasant experience. What's 52-week? Basically, like there was some guy who has been chronically not making games and not starting making games for like months at this point in the Discord, and then he asked Claude for a 52-week plan on how he should become a game developer, and then I told him this is a bad idea, and then everyone started clowning on him because it was an insanely bad idea and like bad what is it, like plan. And then he just rage quit the server. So
the thing is also, he first said like, okay, I'll take the L on this one.
And then he was like, fuck this.
Later goes like, no, actually, fuck this shit. I'm out. Like, this is hypocrisy because you use Bessie, and like, fuck this, I'm out. And it's like, okay, what a cash out. I wasn't there to actually do anything. It was an experience.
Yeah. I only hang out in the insider channel. You're part of the rich people. You're like the uppercase, Peter. That's it. Oh well. I'm gonna let you go, William. I'm gonna wrap up the stream.
Yep.
And then we'll do it as well.
I'm gonna blast some music because they've been drilling next door for like a week already.
I feel like they've been doing that for 2 years since I know you, or like you work at ByteMe. You're really like they've been drilling next to the house.
They moved in 5 years. I don't think they've ever stopped actually working. Like they, in these 5 years, they've, I think, done their bathroom 3 times. They've done their kitchen twice. They've replaced their front door. Also, it's like, how? Normally those things last way longer than that. Where do they keep pulling the money from? Fine.
Maybe they run a home improvement YouTube channel.
Well, no, the thing is, because the reason they've done it so many times is, for example, the bathroom. First time he did it on his own, and then the second time he had people come over to do it for him because, well, of course he didn't do it well enough and things broke, and it's just such a mess, and the tension is high, and yeah, I'm gonna blast music and just try to work some.
All right.
Rant over.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna.
You too.
Let
Enjoy
you go.
Japan.
Yep. I'll do my very best. And that concludes today's live stream. You got to chill a little bit, parasocial with the boys. People are sometimes like, should I get this? What's the benefit of working in a team? This is the benefit of working in a team. 1, he works, and 2, you can have your banter with somebody that is in it with you as well. Anyways, everybody, this was the second live stream of the day. There will not be any more live streams today. I'm very terribly sorry. We're not doing that. I think you got enough content to catch up on. So yeah, I think otherwise, thank you very much for having tuned in. I think honestly, M198. Net profits, I think it is making pretty rapid progress still. Like there's a lot that needs to be done. Don't get me wrong. We're still very far. But I think it's coming together at a pretty solid pace. William just needs to get his shit together and work even harder. I'm kidding, William. You're doing great. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.